Hey everyone, it's sysadmin Sean, and today I want to do something a little different than desk to data center. Today we're going to talk about sysadmin struggles, and one of the first struggles that I want to focus on is imposter syndrome, or this feeling that you maybe don't belong where you are. And so let's get into it. So let's start off with, what is imposter syndrome? So imposter syndrome is really just this feeling that no matter how hard you're working, what you're doing, you don't really feel like you belong. You feel like maybe everyone's going to figure out you're a fraud and that you really haven't been doing the job as well as you think you can, or you think you should, or you think everyone else really thinks you're doing. All of these feelings pile up and pile up and pile up and make you feel like a not productive worker, a less than productive worker. And of course, this isn't IT solely. Every field has imposter syndrome. There's definitely studies that you can go out and ask 100 workers, hey, do you feel like you believe here? And most of the time, some of them are going to go, absolutely not. I totally lucked into this job. The timing was right, something like that. Now, what's really cool is I've been reading, and apparently there was a book written in 2011 called The Secret Thoughts of Successful Women, Why Capable People Suffer from Imposter Syndrome and How to Thrive in Spite of It. Dr. Valerie Young described 5 main types of imposters, quote unquote. Number one is the perfectionist. So obviously it's somebody that everything has to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, then they did it wrong. So that would definitely cause imposter syndrome, because everything can't be perfect all the time. It just can't. The next is natural genius. You've spent your whole life doing everything really easily. Stuff has come to you without any problem at all. But the first time you run up against a problem and you just can't solve it instantly, you start to question yourself. You start to wonder, oh, am I really the right person for this job? I can't figure this out. That happens to a lot of people. The soloist, a person that's only used to working by themselves. They've either been a part of a one-person team their whole life, or they've always been the person that's willing to step up when everyone else wants to back away and not do the work. And if they have to ask for help or support, they feel like they are not doing their job anymore. They've put this self-pressure on themselves that if they need to reach out to others, then they're not qualified for the job. And then there's the expert. It's somebody that spends so much time knowing everything about a topic that maybe they don't spend enough time working on the task, and they can't apply the skills they've learned. So that'll stress you out, super stress you out. And then lastly is the superhero. This is the person that swoops in at the last minute, and everything should be easy for them, and they should be able to save the day all the time and get all the praise. And that just doesn't happen, especially not in the IT world. You don't want the superhero. You don't want the soloist. You don't want the perfectionist. I mean, you want close to perfection, but perfection will take too much time. How do you tell if you have imposter syndrome? This is really easy. Have you ever thought to yourself, am I doing a good job? Am I doing what I need to do? Are my coworkers doing things faster than me, quicker than me? This is how I realized I had imposter syndrome the first time. Was I started seeing my coworkers do things I couldn't do, and I didn't like it. And then I felt like I wasn't a good fit for the job anymore. I felt like everyone else was better than me, and I shouldn't be there anymore because I can't do the same things they're trying to do, or they're succeeding in. And it's frustrating, but you've got to understand that spreading the load is a good thing. So what can you do to deal with imposter syndrome? Well, obviously you can go talk to a health professional. That's what they're there for. Anytime you're having a mental struggle, you talk to a mental health professional and they help you through those mental struggles. You can, if you don't think it's that bad yet, but it never hurts to check, you can always talk to a supervisor. If you have a good supervisor, they're going to say, hey, I've been there too. I totally understand. Don't sweat it. You don't have imposter. You're not an imposter. We value you here. We want you here. That's what a good supervisor is going to say. As long as you're doing a good job, they want you there. Whether it's the same quality job as the other person, that's not what's important. What's important is that the work gets done. Now, if you're underperforming, that's a little different. But that's not what this talk is about. This talk is about a person that's performing fine, but doesn't feel like they are. And then, just tell your coworkers, be honest with them too. Be like, hey, I'm not getting this, or this isn't coming as fast. I'm feeling really stressed out about this and I don't understand, or, I'm trying to work through this. What do you guys do when you have these thoughts and feelings, because your coworkers have had it too. My coworkers now have imposter syndrome. I have imposter syndrome right now just from doing this YouTube series, because yes, I'm a sysadmin. Yes, I have a lot of knowledge about sysadmin, but it's not all the knowledge about sysadmin. I haven't worked in a gigantic Fortune 500 company. I haven't worked in an international data center. I haven't worked, in anything other than higher ed as far as system administration is concerned. But that still doesn't mean I don't have knowledge in ERP systems, server infrastructure, server backups, disaster recovery and business continuity, networking, power, data center, construction and design. We do all of those things in higher ed. So I have some level of knowledge about it, and I feel like I can share that without feeling like an imposter. But every once in a while, I'll watch some other YouTube channel and they'll cover something that I don't know anything about, and I'll go, oh, is my YouTube channel going to fail because I don't know about that topic? That's imposter syndrome coming up. So really the best thing you can do is just keep doing what you're doing. Talk to people. There are plenty of people out there to talk to about this. Leave a comment below if you felt imposter syndrome and how did you get over it? Are you still feeling imposter syndrome? You probably aren't an imposter, don't worry, but everyone feels it from time to time. So thanks for listening. I hope everyone gets over their own imposter syndrome problems and has a wonderful sysadmin day, and we'll see you in the next one.